back, all of a sudden you're further away from the tower. It gives enough time for Viper to be able to get the stacks off, and then that Abaddon counter is just not as strong.
Lane out.
He might be in trouble, Xnov. He should go down.
More than mine.
Yep, there we go. First blood's going to be picked up eventually for Liquid, and you'd love to give it to Zai, but Boxy snagged
support, but Abaddon just isn't that. Speaking of the Razor itself, he's gone on again, level 3 as well on Zai, so he's going to be pumping in a little bit more of that poison damage.
Boxy actually might be in trouble, although Zai's going to push on forward to stack up the poison attack, and Chalice, he should tick out one charges, buying some time, but it's not enough, and now the Abaddon as well. Zai's going to look to turn it back around. The shield breaks off some of the poison stacks.
Wasn't enough. There's just so much action on the bot side. Top, though, they're looking to make a little bit of a play here onto Kaka. He's body blocking, though, to make sure that Ana might be able to get a few of these hits in onto the Bristle, and the miss!
Oh, no! The miss! They made it so they trade each other's lives. He's gonna go. Yeah, Somnus gonna be in trouble. They know the ult's on cooldown. It's a beautiful glyph from Mickey. The understanding with the orb being on cooldown, he can get aggressive under the tower, and one more right click gets the kill. Mickey understanding perfectly that he has this 6 advantage.
And look at what wave it is as well. Knows Insanity is here. The freshly placed Observer Ward as well, instantly removed.
See if they get the RNG though. Mickey's gonna jump in. Refreshing the ability. Somnus though is in trouble for the moment. All but a couple seconds, but Somnus goes down for the second time in a row. That's coil expanded, and now they're going to look at Kaka. Senya's got the chakra up in a couple of seconds to refresh the ability. What's Insania up to back here? This is this is the enemy's territory, brother. Ah, distraction. It's just so they can take the T1. I understand. He's making him work for it, because meanwhile bottom lane as well. Insania will go down, but Zai's also in trouble. Well, the distraction doesn't particularly pay off, it looks like, for Liquid as RNG. Get some pretty big kills across the map. Double. Of course, they do have a Observer Ward nearby.
They have no one that's going to be able to take it away.
I was just going to say, you think it might be a bit too difficult for them to be able to contest that stack, however?
I think it's going to be a lot difficult.
He's in a lot of trouble top lane. He's got the Spike Carapace to work with, but the Goose and Quills are stacking up, and even Insania nearby to be able to refresh the abilities, and Insania's going to look for the yoink. Matu will chase him down with ease, and meanwhile, down bottom by the outpost, Xnova's in a peculiar position, to say the least, as Boxy and Zai in combination together. We'll get another kill.
I don't think they'll have the damage to do it, man.
They've got the sentry. They're going to see Kaka shortly. Yeah, Matu is aware of this. Instantly looking to TP in. And they can take the fight on Liquid. They need to bring the numbers.
They do take the hard camp, though, on RNG, so that's a bit of a bonus coming out.
But they target down, though. Matu's got to run down Chalice. Soaking away the damage onto the Marcy at the moment. That's not the key target you want to take out of the fight, as Matu can step in without a care in the world. Mickey's going to show up as well, but they will lack the control. Just TP. Oh, just TP. Oh, nothing they can do.
Yep, that is the one area that they're lacking, right? They don't have the greatest ways to lock down.
Just runs into the Nether Toxin, gets the first stun into the Impale follow-up, and RNG, they've got 2 members that can join in.
With the smoke, 5 men. They don't have the Dream Call yet, though, on Somnus. We want to see if you can try and take out Boxy. I think that's the great start.
Gonna scout them out. Kaka's gonna look to move forward as well. Matu's in trouble with Ana's damage. Matu should go down to start the fight. That is a perfect start for RNG, but Liquid, they're looking to hit back. Mickey's gonna find the Nyx Assassin off to the side. A 4-on-4, but can they continue? And even Kaka's gonna look to buy back as well. They want to take this Aegis advantage away from Liquid.
Got the one silence coming through from the Resident
to go for the steal. Mickey's trying to line up, but Roche isn't low just yet to get the jump. Gotta be cautious of Ana's health pool. He's in with the Sunder, but Xnova trying to protect him, but it's not enough. Coming through from the shield. Aegis gonna be snagged up from Chalice for the coil, leashing Liquid inside of the pit as RNG. You lose Ana, but you take so much more out of this team fight.
Oh, that was just so unfortunate for Matu. And I mean, Matu was just a little bit unfortunate in that past fight, but he ended up getting stunned, facing the entire RNG team.
Obviously, popping the unleash. A little bit of a dispel, but Matu's going to look to run the opposite direction, so Boxy will not find a target to lead. Okay, Smoke's gonna pop. Does he jump without getting the vision? Gonna see X-Nova for the moment. The Spike Grabber's gonna hold
What
him
a
back.
carapace.
Oh, Kaka! What have you done to them? Liquid, they weren't ready. The counter initiation was on point as Kaka's Nyx assassin. We brought it up. He had to be the X factor for them in this
Going
game.
forward, trying to find the key target. If he could take out either Insania or Boxy, that would be huge.
They're gonna see
That's
Zai.
why they're trying to go for this backline.
Gonna see Zai. Kaka's in. He's under the T2 tower. Zai can pop the BKB, but it's actually gonna be Matu that charges in the middle. Mickey's got the
Nyx
fall
is
as
still
well.
alive.
They haven't been able to kill off the Nyx just yet, or X-Nova, and it looks like Liquid on the retreat. They're not trying to take their head-on-head fight because they know the meta is soon to expire. But they did expend the BKB, which is really important.
Is that RNG are going to suffer from this when meta's not available. Abaddon, Nyx provides you basically nothing.
Kaka, he eats the remnant, they get the stun pull up, Mickey's in trouble. They need a way to be able to protect the Void Spirit. That's where the Force stuff can come into play. And Amatu picks up the Demo Damage Rim, just charging to the middle, bashing down one, moving to the Terrorblade next. Ana, he turns it back around with the Sunder. The buybacks are coming up from RNG, but can they reconnect to the team fight fast enough? As 8th, the Remnant will hold back the escape of the Terrorblade. They've got to dissimulate to get the kill. It's all on Somnus now to turn the fight back around. He secures the
Witchblade
double.
tick, the stuns
he taunts
again.
away. Karka's going to move forward as well. Off the mark, Josh with the stun. Chelsea's going to try and charge up the high ground as well, but they need to respect Liquid. Matu back in the action, and he wants revenge, and he'll find it on X-Nova. An easy kill to the Abaddon for the control. That's one thing that's lacking on Liquid for the moment. They can't keep the puck locked into place. So Somnus, he'll be out to the right side, but Chalice, he will not have the same fate. Matu will easily chase down the Razor, securing a big kill to the offlaner on RNG, and Somnus will continue to clean up the fights though. Nice read. Just escapes, looking to connect back with his team. Insane is going to drop the ward down. They can get the jump, it's all going to be off the back of Boxy. They're in with the combo, and Razor's out of this fight. As Amatu, he can chase down for some more targets. They have any stuns? They do not. So X-Nova, successful TP out. Fight to take now, without any vision.
Don't you love Marcy? All that extra movement speed, the rebound basically completely negating the effects of the reflection.
Hero's cool and all.
More than that.
Okay, don't go for
Wait.
it. Mickey, don't go for it. First stun. Oh, he's going to pop a BKB and actually look to turn onto Kaka. And the big kills, they're going to be able to find it, but they haven't got the kill just yet. And now meanwhile, Chalice in the middle of the fight. A BKB is going to charge back Matu, hasn't locked onto the static link, so Liquid. A successful retreat, but they do lose out on Boxy. Now Ana just charging forward. Silver's Edge break is out. Zai's not going to be long for this world. 2 kills and Somnus is looking for more. They've got the coil if they want to drop it, but it will not be required. He's going to use it actually afterwards as Insania moves up to the higher gun, and they'll get the kill afterwards.
No buyback on Boxy, you've got it.
Continuing to see the items now that RNG can pick up. Now that they've found a little bit of space across the map, X-Nova might be... Jesus, Matu, that one hit just takes away a third of his health. They'll waste the ultimate.
25 yet.
And he is gone. Yeah, just imagine how much damage Matu's going to be pumping out as soon as he hits that 25. Bunch of extra damage just dished out in these fights. Boxy? Oh, that was aggressive.
First, my guy.
They have the ward on the high ground.
Be going
Boxy,
first, my guy.
He doesn't have anyone playing behind him. And now Roche is up in 20 seconds, so you need to buy back if you're going to be able to contest.
You don't exactly want to pop the BKB, but if Ana takes the Ags, you might be forced to. He actually gives it over to Kaka. I was going to think maybe the Terror Wave would have pushed it away enough that it's going to be a factor. Yeah, they nearly left the 8. You're always going to be able to BKB. And, well, now with the creeps hitting onto that mid-tier 1 tower, their movement's obvious. They're forced to come back.
So now for Liquid, you got to be cautious because Insane... Oh, Kaka just misses the stun, and now it's going to be inside the base with no follow-up, but... RNG, they just beeline to the middle. They're going to make sure Kaka does not go down without any assistance. Ana's in trouble, though. It's Sandra at the last second, buying some time, but Matu with the bashes. A bit of blade as well, but Ana's going to be able to get some distance thanks to the Terror Wave. He'll turn to kill up Matu. They're going to be cautious, though, because the buybacks, that's how they can come back into this team fight. And they'll just leave Ana alone, feeding him to the wolves with RNG. That is still a success in the end. That is multiple buybacks forced out of Liquid.
Remove a lot of their vision as well. They still do have that one there without that Terrorblade being available. So Liquid feel confident enough to leave the base and try and pick someone else off. So again, just using that nether toxin to shove out mid.
They're gonna see
before joining the rest of
Kaka.
his team.
Alright.
Somna's
going to try and counter initiate as well. A Cole's going to hold them back for the moment. Chalice wants to enter the fight, but Mickey's going to make sure that's not a possibility. Now with the Viper Strike, Chalice has got X-Nova playing behind it, but the Aphotic Shield will only delay the inevitable, making Matu more angry. He wants to take it out onto Somnus, but Abash will not be lucky enough to hold down the puck.
He's going to do a great job of stalling this out, though.
They got the Yules. He's got the Aeon Disc to play with. That should be enough to get him out of... How did he get out of the Remnant? So, Hex is there.
He went back into the Hex.
Still is going to be playing with the Aeon Disc. Matu needs to try and get him with the Abyssal Blade. He's a little bit too far away, however. So, Mickey... Somnus!
Not again!
No way! Somnus is a baller. This guy is nuts. To see him back.
He's stopping the push. He's stopping the push. Like, they had no buyback on Kaka as well as Chalice, and Somnus is just playing out of his mind.
Dude, to see this guy...
Because they do have a good amount of AoE damage coming through. So as long as he pops that borrowed time, like, everyone lives. Just gotta make sure you're not standing in the nether toxin, so you're actually using it. Chalice has the scythe as well, so he would have been able to catch him out there.
That does give them a...
give Liquid any breathing room.
Big ward inside the base for RNG. They're dipping it out. They have confirmation with the sentry there. Be difficult to move up and D-ward though. RNG, they've gotten some extra territory up, and meanwhile, hang on, they've got to be cautious. The Nether Toxin instantly with a Spy Carapace gives them a window to get rid of Zai, and now Chalice is going to look to charge in the middle as well. However, with the buyback coming up from Zai, the Scepter on the Viper Strike is going to slow them down through the BKB, but Ana is just pushed up forward in the middle of it all, under the T4 towers. The Sunder's going to time out to a look to turn to deal with Mickey, but Matu's gone unaddressed in his team fight so far. He'll secure the first kill to Chalice. He's going to look to turn to try and deal with X-Nova as well, as 2 hits down the Abaddon. No messing around for Matu's damage. They still have to respect RNG. Ana is no joke on this Terrorblade. Mickey, gotta be cautious. There's the counter. Instant silence to the stuns, but Matu's in once again. And Manta's gonna buy some time for Ana. He's got the second life to play with. It's only gonna be him with Somnus to protect Ana's life. And it looks like there's nothing the puck can do to keep Ana alive long enough to find the Sunder to refresh the health. As Liquid somehow, some way, will keep things back. He's not gonna have meta.
Consider it.
Mickey's ran into the park. Aeontis is on cooldown for the moment. Can Mickey solo kill Somnus? Stormcraft is going to buy some time, but he's in with a Hex as well. No way Liquid can do this. No way.
Buyback's coming.
Buyback at a park. T4s are going down, Danog.
It's possible. Winnable.
Meta up in 30. They're going to buy back on everyone else. Do you stick around, Liquid? What's the call? They might just charge it, X-Nova. Parker's going to be in, trying to get rid of the mana. The buyback's going to come out, but they might be able to avoid Matu. Looks like the rest of Liquid. It's going to leave Matu on an island. But the BKB Satanic is back up to full health, but there will no one be around to capitalize on this opportunity. As he at least will take one person into the grave, as Chalice will join him 6 feet.
Power trades, considering he's holding onto the Force Boots. He's got a lot of gold to potentially get into that next item for himself.
They're going to see X-Nova. Foxy's going to get the jump. They want to try and target down the Abaddon for the moment. Meanwhile, Ana off the right side as well. Matu's going to try and charge on forward. Abyssal Blade out for the moment. Ana, can he get a Sunday target? He's trying to stand his ground. Mano against the Bristleback, and they'll turn around. Matu tries to pop the Satanic, getting a little bit of bonus health back. Mike's going to be in with the combination as well. As Ana's down. That's the dieback, and a Liquid. An incredible opportunity to take this game 1, coming back from near death. As they're on the hunt, pursuing more RNG. You need to retreat as a team as Somnus and Chalice in combination together. The teammates are back in. They'll get rid of Marcy, but Matu, he wants to take them out of this game.
How are the lanes looking? Mickey's doing his best to try and shove that middle one in. They've even got the Book of the Dead. It's doing work. It's shoving in the lanes a little bit lower.
This is going to be...
This could be it.
A miracle hold from RNG.
Chalice is like, look at me, don't look at the base.
And Chalice, he's separated Matu. He's onto X-Nova as well. Mickey's got the damage. Somnus is looking to make some space. They won't be able to keep up to him. But meanwhile, Matu, he's just onto the throne. They've got the glyph to hold them back, and they've done it. Liquid have done it. They've come back 60 plus minutes to take game 1 over RNG.
Oh, what a comeback coming through from there. This is now Storm Spirit doesn't have quite as easy of a time in that mid lane. Like, you're not going to have that wand being purchased up. You're not always going to be at full mana.
Great, man. Is there something a little bit better? Like, it's an understatement top lane.
Feels
They're actually going to
amazing,
look to TP Boxy in. Matu's got the concoction to work with as well, but look at them just running straight to Chalice. They don't care about Kaka. They want the more valuable kill coming out onto the Viper, and they will find it. That also gives the level 2 for Boxy to work with. So he's going to jump on forward, looking to play around with the body blocks, enabling Matu to find the concoction along with the acid spray. Insane, he doesn't have...
Play around, even making a nice rotation to be able to steal away the bounty. So, okay, might be suffering a little bit here. Doesn't have any way to keep his regen going against Somnus. Do have 3 people camped up top though, but yes, they've just removed all of these trees to be able to play around, so you're not going to get any kind of backstab going. Bot lane, it's Ana as well as X-Nova able to get a kill onto Zai. It happens when you leave him solo, as another dispose coming through from Boxy, and again that concoction. So difficult to have to play
Boxy's
into
going to jump onto Chalice instead. So Matu still is able to find a concoction target. And now they're going to consider about chasing down Kaka. Boxy has to dispose up in a couple of seconds. A drag back into Insane G are going to be soaking up the gold or the experience from that wave.
I mean, the old adage going way back.
Again, the river? They're going to get Somnus killed as well. Mickey's got the shield crash to play with to be able to secure the kill. X-Nova's going to be able to rotate over. Same with Kaka. The shield crash damage mitigation comes out a little bit too late to keep the Pngo's life. And now RNG, with a nuke from the Purifying Flames, get the second. But they consider Insania. Kaka has got the level 3, so the shards to work with. Insania is going to be trapped inside the jewel from RNG, and it looks like they will come out on top as the supports reigning supreme. Then you're going to be a fan of that.
These power runes, like I was saying, it's so important that Mickey is able to maintain some level of control over them.
Chalice is in trouble. Boxy's able to get the toss back. Kaka's going to look to move on forward. The snowball will buy him some time, but Liquid, they've already done way too much damage before Kaka arrived, and now they're even going to consider about chasing the Tusk, because Boxy, again, will have the abilities back up to close the distance, and look at the body blocks coming out. 2 heroes going from hitting to blocking, back to hitting, which will help Boxy find his double kill.
Not too often that you see Alchemist prioritize killing people.
Zai might be in a bit of trouble. Ana and X-Nova. Ana's going to have to Sakuchi back up, but looks like Zai.
Wildwing nearly killed Zai.
Oh, we're not done just yet, baby. Mid lane, Mickey. Oh, no. A little bit of miscommunication there. Boxy tossed back Mickey. And now Somnus still doesn't have the damage to get the kill, but the Rolling Thunder's expired. Boxy's going to self up and look to move back in, but Somnus has got the level 6 to play with an X-Nova. He could give him a Mako to turn it back around for the extra mana and damage, but it looks like that's not required. The swashbuckle at the last second to get the kill, and meanwhile, top lane, we got another kill as well. You're down bottom. Ana's getting farmed by the outpost. Meanwhile, I'm watching RNG start to move top. In particular, Kaka looking to put some pressure onto Insania, but maybe he's bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. He needs Chalice to try and step in with the damage for the Viper, but this is a big trade if they can get Matu a 1-for-1, but of course RNG continuing to slow down the Alchemist's game.
But maybe now he needs to change tact a little bit, because no TP scroll to get back to base.
Zai bottom lane's going to be in some trouble. The beautiful rotation out of Kaka. To be an easy kill. Zai is having such a crazily difficult start in a lane like this. Is, I think, 1,000.
Wasn't on my mind, but it's a great pick.
This is something that we see so often for Iron. That thought is Mickey. Maybe some trouble. He might be forced to pop the ultimate, but Somnus is even in the vortex to make sure that it's from the supports, and in particular Kaka as well. This guy has been everywhere. 8 assists. Oh, that is top. Matu. We'll run into X-Nova. Looks like on a bit of an expedition to the jungle. Charles gonna try and get in range as well to stack up the poison. Has finally got a slow onto Insania, but will not be able to catch up. And now Chalice, maybe he's the one in trouble. Nikkei's gonna sweep to top as well. So it looks like Liquid getting multiple kills across the map, but meanwhile it's bottom lane where we see another death.
And yeah, this game looks like he's emphasizing the sidekick just that tiny bit extra because of how much of the lifesteal is needed.
Can he get the Rolling Thunder off? No, Kaka just finds the snowball. Storm Spirit does a crazy amount of damage at this early game if you
need to play with early. I think Soul Ring bottle is like necessity now. You can't get away with just the bottle anymore because of the amount of mana that's needed for the zips. Will they be able to get another kill in onto here? Doesn't seem like they'll be able to get more than Insania. Actually, maybe. Having the rebound already used.
They're going to go for Matu instead on the right side. Oh man, Somnus and X-Nova, just way too much damage. Now Boxy will try and TP.
Quickly. You've got the burst damage for it, but not the initial lockdown. So this is a game where I can see it work.
Smoke on smoke. Mickey's going to have an opportunity to play with the Rolling Thunder. They want to try and target Oracle first. If they can get rid of him out of the fight, that's a big support to be able to provide with the sustain. They'll get rid of X-Nova. They're going to try and move their attention out to the west side as well, as now Chalice is the next on the agenda. The Viper's able to stand his ground for the moment, pumping in damage. So Ana's going to look to try and clean up, but Boxy with a great read of the TP out into the tree line, and now Mickey. Oh, he's the sole hero left up top for Liquid, and he won't be here for too long as Kaka rolls in and uppercuts him to the sky.
Well, but with that heavy of a commitment coming through, it just meant that RNG were able to turn it around.
Live. As they're on to Chalice under the T1 tower, Kaka's going to try and get in range for the snowball, but he eats a crap load of damage before he gets in range. So 2 heroes gone to start the fight, but maybe they can turn it back around with Somnus and Ana showing up. It's going to be cautious about the control coming out afterwards. Lincoln's going to be popped. Do they want to chase down on Liquid? Somnus has not got too much mana to work with. They zip into a TP, but maybe they'll just go for the easier target in X-Nova. As Mickey's nearby, Zai's going to have to follow up as well, as Ana will have to watch his position 5 die.
Yeah, hopefully not himself as well. There's never a break this game. For both sides, what we're looking for, I mean, they haven't taken any towers right now on Liquid, so they're going to be looking to itemize, move towards there.
Look at the T1 tower. Zai's going to consider about stepping in, trying to get that lasso, but X-Nova and Kaka, beautiful target priority, will turn away from dealing with the Marcy. They recognize that we need the
place to be able to farm, even just further assisted by this Observer Ward inside.
Dude, Kaka's got a blink already. What is that? Although the Cold Embrace, Insania's going to buy a little bit of time for Mickey, and it looks like they're going to try and turn it around. He doesn't have an opportunity to get the Rolling Thunder off, as the Purifying Flames will blow up the Pango, but Matu's into the middle. They're still going to be cautious, though, as Chalice is going to wrap from the northern side as well. He'll target down Zai. They're going to now turn their attention to Matu, as Kaka's going to be in with the punch. There's nothing Matu can do to look to escape. Insania's going to buy some time, but that will only delay the inevitable, as they even cancel Insania's TP on the higher ground as RNG find 4, and they only lose out on X-Nova.
I feel like Liquid need to try and up the tempo a little bit, because you're already falling behind with an Alchemist lineup. Something's got to change. X-Nova has to die, Kaka has to die, so they can't just run it.
Long zip in, Somnus. The follow-up's going to be a bit... Oh, Snowball actually from the low ground, so Kaka will be able to close the distance. They blow up the Pango, which is again a key component in the team fight, but the Batrider flies in, controls Somnus, so we're 1-for-1 to start the fight. Box is going to look to deal with the Oracle throughout the river, so Liquid, they might be able to turn this around if they can control Ana. That's where Insania can come into play. A curse into the concoction fall, but look at Kaka just waiting to find the snowball, but it's too late. They get rid of Weaver, now they can turn to Kaka next, for Tellus beating down Batrider from the low ground. Matu's ready to fight, trying to charge up the stun once again. But it looks like he will not find the jump in.
Super immobile.
Really enabling them in this game too. Uh-oh, they might see Matu. They're going to see the asset spray. And Matu can't BKB TP out because they got Kaka nearby. It's going to be up to Mickey and Zai to turn this one back around. He's going to try and move in with the Rolling Thunder, but they're just buying time. The Snowball delaying this. They'll turn to deal with the Oracle instead, but it looks like RNG. They've showed up in full force. Mickey's down. Zai will join him in the afterlife as well, but is it a worthy cause? Because you do keep Matu alive.
This is it, right? This is where it's lacking a little bit. The the old Storm Spirit build. So he's going to go into the Kyron Sange, which will help him a little bit, just with a lot of that extra regen. I do want to see the Bloodstone come through from some of this next.
Setting up on Ana top lane. Oh, that's beautiful from Insania. They Winter's Curse the creep, so they have an opportunity to pop the Lincolns, but Martu's a bit too late on the TP. They've got the vision for the moment. Can Radiant move top fast enough to keep Ana alive? And it looks like they will not. Big plays coming out.
One that he gets the kill as well. Still going to go down saying that he needs that Blink Dagger available.
Somnus, considering
More action.
zipping into the middle. They've got the heals with the Rolling Thunder 4. Now Somnus is playing around with the Aegis. They might not even be able to pop the first life though. He's going to fly back into the river. Mickey spies up the Oracle, so it's going to look to take him out of the fight, but Zai, he's separated from the team. So Batrider's going with ease. Mickey will finally be able to deal with the support, and now they can turn to Somnus next as well. So playing with the Aegis, Kaka, is he going to look to stick around to protect him? He's out of mana on the Tusk. They need the perfect use of the chain control coming out from Liquid. Prevent that zip away.
But this is the factor though, right? You got to make sure that Martu isn't in a position to continue carrying.
To Mika, they're going to be cautious they group up because the Winter's Curse can turn it all the way back around. As Insania finds two, Martu will be able to charge up the concoction as well. Look at the AoE follow-up damage as Mickey swashbuckling them down. Somnus will be able to get the zip away, but they don't have the Storm Spirit to turn this fight around as Martu will just chase away one. Meanwhile, off to the side, Zai, they're trying to deal with the support as well, but they don't have the damage to get rid of X-Nova. Once again, the Oracle proving to be a bit too slip. I have another fight down bottom though. Oh, insane. This is a big kill. Yeah. This is a big kill. That's a lot of their team fight and just the defensive factor from the Con embracing Martu as well. He might have to pop a BKB to look to escape. In fact, I want to turn it around. Mickey with a lot of damage coming out from the swashbuckle. Martu's not going to be able to find a target with the concoction, but the BKB expiring means that they cannot stick around to take the fight. Boxy just TP's out. Mickey with the Rolling Thunder as well, might die to the damage of Ana. One more right click, he's gonna look for a TP, but meanwhile Martu, he's the one that's in trouble.
He's alone.
No one nearby, alone is Martu. Chemical Rage expired, no BKB to play with. Thought the hard way, they'll make him work for it. Where's the boys? No one's coming. Oh, no X, no route of the Montroon or Marcy to play with. Ana's going to show top lane as well, and Liquid, they are starting to move to this area. No Kaka's nearby. Ana hasn't gotten a glimpse. They're going to see Zai's position. Ana's going to be cautious underneath the sentry, but they want to deal with a Tusk. Oh, Boxy, that's way too much damage. Has it been Somnus? They can turn around at the curse if they want to, and Insania again. A curse onto two. Mickey's got the fall with the Rolling Thunder, but the chain control will not be there. This is out to escape. Mickey is still trying to target down, but meanwhile to the northern side, the lasso's out, the BKB's expired, and they'll chain control Ana down long enough so they can pump in the damage.
But what's even going to happen with it? Storm's too far away.
He could zip to free up a slot. Kaka's going to be in, but it's a little bit too early. It's a beautiful area for Mickey to be able to take the skirmish. A curse is out once again onto three heroes. Martu's going to have the concoction to fall, but they're going to look to target down Roche instead. The Aegis will go into the hands of the Alchemist, and now Martu can look to turn it back around. It's Liquid flying two heroes. Ana's going to be protected for the BKB for the moment, but they don't have any vision of where the Weaver has scurried away from. Somnus, he's actually considering about going back in, but Mickey protected thanks to the mana, brother. With the Aghanim shot as well, but Ana, he's in with the physical damage required to kill off the Pgl.
So on a scale of 1 to all 3 cores on RNG are going for Lincolns.
Oh, beautifully done from X-Nova. He's incredibly fun with this blink already completed. So they'll be able to cancel out the lasso.
No
so I should have some movement speed. They're starting to beeline to bottom. A long duration, so long distance Rolling Thunder as well from Mickey is going to be able to intercept the retreat on RNG. Great timing from the snowball, but they're able to bounce back into the storm sprint. He said he dragged the storm into the snowball. Kaka! Oh, what a baller! Another Wyvern's gone. Simon Senior doesn't have an opportunity to use the ultimate. Onto Ana in the middle of the fight. The damage might be enough, but Ana just gets the time lapse off. Gonna look to retreat to the west.
Chalice, that's
but
ballsy.
Liquid They've got the damage. Chalice would just make it to the high ground. Somnus is nearby as well. It's going to go back in with a two-man vortex. And it's Sam, however, stopping a little bit of the damage coming out from Arnis. They'll turn it, killing off Somnus. And now they've still got the Aegis to work with. Now, Ana, you got to be cautious if you stick around for this round 2. And it looks like they make the executive decision.
That is true. That is true. Well, we got 74 kills. 35 in. Oh my. Smoke up.
Great positioning there from Boxy. He's got the ward on the high ground. Karkar might be forced to instantly blink up blind, but Boxy gets the initiation beforehand. They can't group up. The Winter's Curse could cut this team fight into half. The Wyvern hasn't found an opening just yet. In fact, they're going to zip straight away Somnus, recognizing his
alive.
role. Need to target down Insania, but the Winter Wyvern has got an opportunity once again to find the curse, and now Somnus is in trouble. But that's where X-Nova comes into play. A curse with to buy some time for the Storm Spirit so Somnus can zip down to the low ground, but still Chalice, he's in the danger zone, he's in trouble. As Martu should be able to surround the Viper. He's going to play off the back of his spider legs, and Chalice will actually escape. And now Somnus, he's looking to re-enter the fight because Arna's gone uncontested. As a Weaver just pumping in the damage from afar as RNG will find a 5-man wipe.
And they don't have buybacks. They've got to
Don't do it.
I'm going to keep quiet on that one.
Don't do it.
All right, here we go. They're setting up again around their ward on the high ground. They're going to pop the smoke. Karkar, once again, just in the right position at the right time.
The rest of the smokes haven't popped. Karkar needs to be perfect. They're going to drag them away from the Tusk along with the Oracle. That is perfect from Liquid. Zai on the ball, recognizing where the supports were positioning, and now they can chase down Karkar as well.
Should have ended the game. They see the Splinter Blast coming up top, so they know exactly where the Winter Wyvern is. They could look to go for a big wraparound here on RNG.
It's a big ward. Martu on the front, but they need to see Insania.
That's not who you want.
Nice scan. Zai's going to move forward. They get Karkar, and again, Force Promise is going to be able to come through this time. Meanwhile, inside the river, Mickey kills off the Oracle with no remorse, but Ana is going to look to charge in the middle, need to try and deal with the Winter Wyvern. Insania will retreat to the northern side, but Somnus finds the Vortex, but the follow-up is lacking. The Curse buying some valuable seconds so Liquid can reset out of this fight.
Like take away the outpost control, but the stun, just a little bit too late coming through from Mickey.
What a good ward. Mickey,
he's level 25.
He can't overcommit. Karkar's going to be in. Insania once again, but it's too late. The Cold Embrace not there fast enough. And Martu, he's not playing with the ultimate as well. This is such a big window for RNG. They'll lose out on Karkar to the north side, though Ana cleans up Zai's life. He doesn't have a buyback to work with as well as now Ana. He can get more members of Liquid as they completely separate. A beautiful shot from Karkar will put the Alchemist in a vulnerable position where he will not be able to escape. And that could be...
Double bounty was just picked up from Mickey, so when Batrider respawns, he will have gold for buyback. Important for them. Have they got a gem on Radiant?
This is ballsy position. Karkar's got a gem.
Mickey's just baiting them to Insania's location. Oh no.
Doesn't have the shard on Viper, so he'll be able to pick this one off on his own, but they're looking to make it a naked throne.
Insania. It's meanwhile Somnus actually to the south. They've been able to run into the Pgl. Somnus might be able to do it by himself.
That's it.
That'll be all she wrote. Throne exposed, and it looks like RNG.
They want the kill.
Oh, right. False promise. This time X-Nova is going to be able to get in range. The lasso has been a big issue for them through this second game, but RNG for our last game of the group stages will be able to take it